Intentions versus resolutions, the hidden key to unlocking your dream life. Welcome. Today, we're going to explore the important difference between intentions and resolutions, and why this shift in perspective could be the missing key to your manifestation success. So often, people set resolutions at the start of the year with enthusiasm, only to abandon them within weeks. Why? Because resolutions come with pressure, deadlines, and self-criticism if you don't succeed fast enough. Intentions, however, are rooted in flow, self-awareness, and alignment. They invite you to focus on how you want to feel, who you want to become, and what energy you want to embody. Understanding this difference can completely transform the way you manifest and help you create real, lasting change. Resolutions are the traditional promises we make to ourselves. They are rigid, outcome-based goals. They usually sound like, I will go to the gym 5 days a week, I will save a certain amount of money, or I will quit this bad habit. They are about measuring results and pushing yourself to meet a specific target within a specific timeline. While they provide structure and clarity, they are also inflexible, which means the moment life happens and you fall behind, you start to feel like you've failed. Resolutions demand constant willpower, and that energy can be draining when the excitement wears off. Intentions, however, are much more heart-centered and expansive. They aren't about strict deadlines or numbers, but about guiding the way you want to live and the energy you want to carry with you. An intention might be, I intend to nurture my health and feel vibrant in my body, or I intend to welcome love and joy into my daily life. Intentions allow flexibility. They're not about punishing yourself for not achieving, but about gently directing your focus toward your higher self. They open you up to possibilities, synchronicities, and opportunities that align with your energy, instead of boxing you into a single rigid outcome. Resolutions often place you in a mindset of pressure, control, and constant measurement. You're aware of the ticking clock, the looming deadlines, and the need to push yourself harder and harder. You begin to rely on sheer willpower to force change, and that energy feels heavy. If you slip up, maybe you miss a workout or spend when you promised to save, guilt and shame creep in. Suddenly, the resolution feels less like motivation and more like a burden. This mindset is rooted in lack and self-criticism, which makes it harder to create sustainable progress. Intentions bring a completely different mindset. Instead of pushing and controlling, they invite openness, growth, and alignment with your values. When you live with intention, you focus on embodying qualities rather than chasing outcomes. For example, instead of obsessing over losing weight, you center on feeling healthy, strong, and energized. This way, even small steps feel meaningful because they align with your greater vision. You stop punishing yourself for setbacks and instead celebrate your progress, however small. This mindset not only feels lighter, but also keeps you motivated long-term. The issue with resolutions is that they tend to spotlight what's missing from your life. When you say, I will lose 10 pounds, you are focusing on the weight you don't like. When you say, I will make more money, you are focusing on the money you don't yet have. This mindset amplifies lack, and what you focus on expands. In manifestation, focusing on lack creates resistance because your energy vibrates at the frequency of what you don't want. Resolutions, if not balanced with intention, can unknowingly block the very manifestations you're trying to call in. Intentions shift this completely. Instead of focusing on what's wrong or what's missing, they place your attention on what you want to invite and embody. Saying, I intend to feel vibrant and full of energy, shifts your focus to the state of vitality you desire. Saying, I intend to welcome abundance into my life, puts your energy into the vibration of wealth and gratitude. Intentions invite flow instead of resistance. You stop fighting against what you lack and begin attracting experiences, opportunities, and people that match your desired energy. Let's put this into practice. A resolution might say, "I will lose 10 pounds by March." That sounds strict, deadline-driven, and demanding. If you don't hit the exact number, you may feel discouraged or like you failed. An intention, on the other hand, could say, "I intend to nurture my health and feel vibrant in my body." This way, every choice you make to support your well-being, whether it's eating nourishing food, taking a walk, or resting when you need to, becomes a success. The intention celebrates progress and growth without the heavy pressure of perfection. Resolutions can sometimes work in the short term because they push you to act quickly, but they rarely create lasting transformation. Intentions, however, connect you to your deeper why. When you set an intention, you're not just chasing a result, you're living in alignment with your values and desires. That deeper connection gives you inner motivation that lasts, even when the journey gets challenging. Intentions help you cultivate long-term habits because they come from inspiration rather than force, which is why they lead to sustainable change. The truth is, you don't have to choose between them. Resolutions and intentions can work beautifully together. Resolutions can provide the structure, milestones, and measurable steps you need, while intentions fuel those actions with heart, energy, and alignment. Think of resolutions as the map and intentions as the compass. When you combine both, you not only know where you're going, but you also stay connected to your higher self along the way. This combination creates clarity, motivation, and flow, the perfect recipe for powerful manifestation. To set powerful intentions, start with reflection. Ask yourself, what matters most to me right now? What do I truly want to experience? Then visualize yourself already living that reality. Imagine how it feels in your body, the emotions you carry, the confidence, the peace, the abundance. From there, create a simple affirmation that anchors this vision, such as, "I intend to invite more love into my daily life." Finally, take small, inspired actions that align with your intention. When your inner energy matches your outer action, manifestation becomes effortless. Thank you so much for joining me in exploring the difference between intentions and resolutions. Resolutions may push you towards specific goals, but intentions pull you into alignment with who you really are and what you truly desire. One is rooted in willpower, the other in universal flow. When you live with intention, you're not just working toward change, you're embodying transformation from the inside out. Begin setting intentions today, and you'll notice how naturally and effortlessly your manifestations begin to unfold in alignment with your higher self.